This reading is screaming Cinderella story, like all over it, okay? It's just Cinderella story. And I don't care if you are feminine or masculine, because this is about the universe being your fairy godmother, your rescuer, okay? And also because I am picking up on someone who is very balanced in terms of their feminine and masculine energies. And if you're not there now, this is what you are stepping into, okay? It's giving like really, really like deep alignment and balance between, creation and taking action and, your right side and your left sides of your brain working in perfect harmony, your head and your heart not being at odds, but being in harmony, right? It's even giving, like soft and sensitive and knowing when to rest, but also like bold action, like really taking like the necessary steps to utilize your masculine energy in the best way that promotes like progress, like quick progress, okay? Bright ideas and things like that, and then following it up with action. So, yeah. And I say Cinderella story as well because I also kept hearing lottery, okay, as I was doing this reading. And I'm not, advocating for you to play the lottery, but maybe you should. I don't know. But it was really more giving like winning at the like lottery of life to me, And it's because you're someone who's never lost hope. And it's also why, for whatever this situation is that I'm about to get into regarding some family betrayal here, is like, this is also why you have to be good to people, okay? You have to be kind and definitely not underestimate the underdog with the heart of gold, okay? Because you could very well end up watching them, literally go to the palace one day, okay? Whatever that looks like for them, winding up with a lot of money that they do beautiful things with and a lot of love and like admiration in their life that they do beautiful things with. So, starting with your family, I do get that unfortunately there is some new betrayal coming to light, like what's done in the dark will come to light. This could be like, right now, this occurred already, like very, very recently. But I do pick up on this being a pattern, okay? So I think the saddest part about this is that it's been going on for a long time. This is absolutely a recurring pattern. I am not picking up on any surprise regarding this. And this may even been something where, again, because you just feel like it's been such a dominant energy in your life for so long that maybe whatever has happened recently, it just kind of, it took you out for a while. And I don't really think you have, gotten any validation on how truly, like, unbelievably strong you have had to be, okay? How faithful you have had to be in with regards to, just having hope, right? And also staying like kind and courageous, still putting one foot in front of the other, knowing that tough decisions will have to be made in order for you to be okay and happy and healthy, right? So, which again, I mean, that is not easy to do. It's not easy to be like, okay, like I need to heal. Like even that takes an incredible amount of strength, and not to, either like turn it inward and want to hurt yourself, I mean, not to like an extreme level. I mean, sometimes we can do that, with our thoughts and things like that. But again, this is like really coming into balance. You haven't turned that pain, outwardly on anyone either. It's really giving like, earth angel. Like it makes me think of like Cinderella's heart as well, but you are going to be taking some leap of faith here. You have held on really tightly to what you do have, okay? Which has been good for the time, but I feel like you may need some relief there, because you don't want to do it to the point where, you don't feel safe and stable and secure. But whatever is coming in here, some choice that you're about to make to take a leap of faith, I know that you are struggling with, a little bit of worry that this is not going to work out, okay? Like, let me put your mind at ease. This is going to work out better than you even imagined, okay? To the point where like it's going to be felt by others. I was even getting like I feel like maybe you've been like almost cloaked your whole life as well, and this is like the big reveal, okay? So you could even be like in a period of like preparation as well, and that just screams like manifestation to me. Like, stay ready so you don't have to get ready, because again, there's some little seed in you that like never died, that I think like you knew you were Cinderella. Like you would be that, like you were going to win at the lottery of life here. You were going to get your give and take, okay? Because I am also seeing this like potential card out here as well. It's like you've always seen the potential, which is really powerful. But again, this is like the big reveal. I was even picking up on something like maybe, these family members, it was almost like they were veiled from like seeing you for who you truly were, which again is giving like, evil stepmother and stepsisters, right? Because that was part of their lesson. Okay, so it's like that's part of these people's lesson as well. And I'm just really happy that like your lesson is, to, you know, enjoy being Cinderella, and they are not getting the fun part of that lesson, are they? But again, it was like really giving a lot of like narcissism and, just even like, mental and emotional abuse. Okay, I was getting like heavy narcissists for these people, okay? And again, I don't know if this is, your like immediate family. I don't know if this is friends that you called family that were family to you. It could be a love interest, but it's just really giving more family to me, okay? Yeah, that's going to be like a tower for these people. But for you, you are also heavily, heavily spiritually gifted, okay? Like, I am getting someone who really like feels and sees beyond the veil, okay? It's giving like different clairs. It's giving like, you know, crystal ball, like feeling and seeing like outcomes, and being highly intuitive, being like an expert alchemist without even knowing it, which is pretty clear to me. Like earth angels, that is like so innate, right? Like you've been doing it your whole life, so of course you're an expert at it, right? You may have forgotten, who you were temporarily, as you needed to heal Okay? Focus on letting light into the wounds. Again, you've done this your whole life. You know how to do it, but again, it just gets very like burdensome when it's such a pattern, and I get that. And it doesn't get easier. It does get harder and more exhausting. But I think that, as you are stepping into this new energy, particularly this new opportunity, there's a lot about work out here as well. Okay? That it's like you're really going to witness your gifts in action. Okay, regardless of what this is that you are doing for work, it really is giving like a new work opportunity, but it is tied to travel. Okay, like there is heavy, heavy travel out here, going on a trip and not coming back. But again, it's like you may have, an opportunity that gets presented to you, an interview or something like that somewhere else. Or maybe you're like, you know what, I've been wanting this for so long. I'm not going to put this off anymore. I've regained my strength. I'm going to start, looking for this new opportunity elsewhere, and you're going to get it, okay? Because the travel is just out here, particularly with regards to work and career, okay? And it is going to really unburden you. And this is like divine timing, okay? Like this was already, sorry, y'all. Wow. Throat chakra. Sorry, y'all. I had to like really clear my throat right there. So I am getting that you have experienced heavy throat chakra attacks, like your family being used, by, by the devil, by the enemy. I'm just going to say it, to silence you. Okay. And so, and it's interesting because I was picking up on such like heavy heart chakra healing in this energy, but now I can see that it's like your throat and your heart are connected in that way, and they're both being healed. Okay, so you may even start like, just feeling like you speak even differently, like with more confidence, or, maybe you start like, using new words that you really like haven't before, and just expressing yourself the way that you speak in different ways that's going to let you know that it's healed. Okay, but again, this is like heavy divine timing is out here, because there's so much about like Archangel Michael out here as your protector, your angels, your guides, just so many, like things being like dropped to you from the divine, from God, from like your spirit family, right? Like, you know, getting downloads, getting opportunities, like giving you new gifts, okay? Like it's just a lot of like handing things down to you, right? And it's time. And it's just gonna really be, I think, like the last little thing that you need to like close up these wounds, okay? To really be free of any kind of focus on the past. You're going to feel like more present and more in your body than you ever have. Okay, and so that's really giving like nervous system healing and expansion to me as well, which is really where you create from. Now I'm feeling sacral energy as well. Okay. Your people are going to be on the other side of whatever this travel is as well. Okay, like really healthy collaborations, soul tribe, things like that. But yeah, like, I mean, my Six of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune, like coming out here in your outcome, this is like, this is no small victory, okay? This is like a Cinderella story victory, okay? Like going from, you know, again, the way that she was living like after her dad died, and as like this slave girl, to this evil, like, step family that she was left with, to being, a princess, a queen, like, and just being like revealed to the world, okay? Like, we are not talking about a small victory here. And the other reason why this is so big too, as well, and I can't show you the cards because they are not wearing any clothes, but this is literally like you've beaten the devil, okay? And it really, like, I'm getting the feeling that that, like, it's just been really dark and so intense in terms of like whatever the situation is, and has gone on for so long that you're like, I know how deep this goes now. It literally couldn't be anything else. This is not anything like on the surface. I mean, as nothing is, everything is spiritual. But again, this is literally like you beat the devil, okay? The devil wanted you to give up your heart, give up on life and hope and whatever else, and you didn't. And now, like, you've won the lottery at life. Okay. And it's like, I just love that. I literally just, I have like goosebumps right now because I'm getting like, heaven is like celebrating you. Okay. Oh my gosh. That is incredible. Yeah. Dancing, singing, disco lights, a feast, like the whole damn thing. Wow. Anything else? Anything else? Sooner than you think. Anything else? Your chariot awaits.